Hi everybody, so my name is Lindsay and today I'm going to be doing a video on how I chose my cosmetology school. So if you are interested, then you can just keep on watching. The schools I'm looking up are based in Michigan. This program was 1,500 hours, and which is basically like a year of completion. So the very first thing I did was super simple. I just did a Google search of cosmetology schools in my area, and honestly there were a lot of schools that popped up, and I basically narrowed it down to 6 schools. The 6 schools were either 15 to 20 minutes away from me. There was about one school that was an hour away from me. All these schools I had either heard of, they were well-known schools, or it was just schools that I had seen around the area. So the next thing I did was I just went to the 6 schools websites, and just made sure they had the program I was looking for, which was cosmetology, and if they had a part-time or full-time program. So after that, they narrowed it down to about 3 schools, and with those 3 schools, I basically just looked more in depth on their website. So I looked to see how much their tuition was, because I needed to know how much money I was about to pay, and if they offered financial aid, because that's how I was going to be paying to go to school. And with financial aid, I could either get scholarships, grants, or you could do private loans or student loans. But honestly, I don't recommend either one, because you have to repay them back, and I just feel like they're kind of setting you up for failure. So I just don't recommend loans at all. I also looked at the reviews online, if they had good reviews, bad reviews, and also just from word of mouth, asked people had they ever went to the school, if they liked it. So I took all of that into consideration, and with that, one school got eliminated, so I was left with 2 schools. The 2 schools I was left with was Aveda Institute and Transition School of Cosmetology and Careers. So when I got these 2 schools, I basically reached out to the 2 schools, and had set up a tour to go look at the schools. So I'm gonna take you through my tours at both schools, and I'm gonna start with Aveda Institute. And y'all, I was so like, I'm gonna go to Aveda. I want to go to Aveda because it's a well-known school and it's all around, like, everywhere. But anyway, so when I went to Aveda, this school was the one that was an hour away. It was located in Lansing, Michigan. And when I got there, it was super busy. Like, I think I went around prom season, so it was the prom or homecoming. So there's like a lot of high school girls in there getting their hair done. They're also located like right across from a pretty big university, Michigan State University. So they get a lot of college kids that come in here to get their hair done. And the lady who took me on my tour, she took me to their classrooms. She went through each program that they offered there, and she also gave me a handout, which I still have, and broke down the prices for me. So as you can see, they have a day and evening program. Their application fee was $100. Their kit was $2,300. Tuition was $21,000. So which bring it all to $24,000. So with that, because it was an hour, this school was an hour away from me, I would either have to commute every day, and if you live in Michigan, then you know the weather in the wintertime is unpredictable. So I really didn't want to have to commute every day. Or the second option was to relocate to Lansing, and that meant finding an apartment and also finding a job so I could afford an apartment while still trying to go to school. And I just thought that would have been too much. Like, that was a lot to handle all at once. Or my third option was, because I had family down there, I could ask if I could have just stayed with them for like a year, which I'm pretty sure they probably wouldn't have mind. But and also with Aveda, you only learned Aveda products, so there wasn't much diversity between the products because all you learned was Aveda. And also, I personally felt like they weren't that diverse when it came to like their students. Everybody looked pretty much the same. Either they were straight out of high school or in their 20s. There maybe like one or two that looked like they were a little bit older, but that was about it. Everybody was mostly females also. So that was about it. So I took all that into consideration when looking into Aveda Institute. My next tour I took was with Transition School of Cosmetology and Careers, and this school was about 15 minutes away from me. They're located on a college campus. They offered financial aid, so you could get scholarships, grants, you would get student loans, but like I said, I do not recommend, like, stay away from student loans, okay? This school was broken down into 3 semesters, so each semester it was a little over like $5,000 a semester. So I think altogether it was roughly between like $17,000 and $20,000, which is a little cheaper than Aveda Institute. So during the tour, she just showed me around the different buildings to the different classrooms, on the lab floor. This school, they also teach you Redken and design essential products. And with their classrooms, they were very diverse. They had both male, female, they had people straight out of high school, and people were looking to make a career change. They had people from different backgrounds. I met the instructors while I was there. So like this school, it just made you feel welcome. Like it made you want to go to this school. So after doing the tour at both schools, I had to basically make a decision. And honestly, it wasn't that hard once I looked at it. Once I really sat down and weighed my pros and cons, like my decision was super simple. And I'm gonna say, when you are looking for a school, make sure you do a tour. I would say a tour is the most important part of the decision making, because you can feel the energy like when you walk into the school, if this is going to be right for you. And if it's not right for you, like you're not going to enjoy being in school. You're not going to want to get up every morning and go. And that's just going to make your time in school even longer, or you're just going to eventually drop. The school I chose was Transition School of Cosmetology Careers, and I was super happy about the decision. I hope this video helped you. If you have any questions or comments, just leave them below, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all later. Bye.